Hey Mary, it's Alex from St. Cloud Subaru. Told you I would send you this video to go over a couple of things on the new Outback. I pulled up one just like yours, and I'm going to go over how to pair your phone and set like your heated seats and everything like that with you, along with some of the new features that they have. So starting down over here, you only are going to have two actual buttons and one little dial wheel. This button here is going to open and close your trunk right from the front of your car. This dial wheel here is going to adjust your brightness on your display up here. It also does dim that one a little bit as well. Down here, your trunk, the Subaru symbol, has a little sensor right in that symbol. So imagine this was your trunk. You have your key in your pocket or in your purse, kind of wherever it would be. You just walk up, hold your hand about 2 to 3 inches away from the actual symbol like this, and you'll wait for the beep, and then it'll open up for you. Up here, this stick is your lights and headlights. So it's the same as on your old one. Up, down, your fog lights. So you're able to actually set it to auto, and it'll automatically turn on when it gets dark enough, or turn it off when it gets bright enough. Right here you have your hands-free setup, so you're able to actually Bluetooth in your phone, which I'll show you how to do that in just a couple seconds. But you have your volume for your sound here. Let's say you're listening to the radio, you have the ability to skip between presets with these ones, or if you're listening to anything you have saved on your phone, you have that availability here as well. Volume up, volume down. Source is going to take you through AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, if your phone is plugged in. This right here is actually voice command. So you can actually tell the car to set the temperature to a certain degree, to call someone. Kind of can do whatever you want it to do. These two down here are your hands-free for answering and hanging up your phone. So this left one is going to be to answer a phone call. The right one is going to be to hang up. Down here, these buttons actually change that little top display. So you have a couple of different options there. I like the time and the temperature outside. All I did was just pull it towards me to cycle through it, and then down. The eye right here, you can just pull it. There's a menu up on top that will actually do something. Over here, starting in the front, and then we'll get to that stick in the back. This is your cruise control setup. When you turn it on, you get a car that pops up down here. So now it's off. Now it's on. That car is actually going to be your car. The bars in front of it are units of time, so you can be up to 4 seconds away from the car in front of you, or down to 2. To change those, let's say you want to get further away from the car in front of you, you push the top one here. You can only go out to 4 bars. Otherwise, if you wanted to get closer to the car in front of you, you can use this bottom one, and that brings it all the way down to 1 bar. If you don't like the adaptive cruise control and want just regular cruise control, I know you said you didn't really like cruise control in general, all you do is press and hold it for 3 seconds, and it turns into normal cruise control for you. So it's nice and easy to be able to do that. When you turn it off and back on, it does go back to the adaptive cruise control. Back here, you have your windshield wiper setup. Same thing, you pull down to turn them on. Then the back one, it's the exact same setup as on your old one. Then your paddle shifter here and here. Heated steering wheel right down here, so you turn it on and it'll get nice and warm. Takes a couple of seconds. Now the big one that I was worried about is right here. So I'm gonna send you another video going over that. And I won't get into too deep of detail. I'll keep it pretty basic for you. All right, Sue. So here is gonna be the center display. Yours doesn't have this white button, but it does have the actual button up there. That was just a little sticker covering it. That's going to be your hazards, just in case you ever need to use them. Right here, you have your volume knob to turn up and down the volume in your car, or push it to mute, or press and hold to turn off the entire screen. This button here that says front, that's your front defrost. Turn it on to turn on your front defrost. Here's how you adjust your temperature. So you have hotter and colder. And it's going to mirror on the exact same side. So here's your tuning. Here's your rear defrost in your mirrors. And here's your passengers up colder and hotter. Down here, let's say you want to turn on your heated seat. You just click where it says high on my screen. You just click heater. You have 3 different settings. So that's high, medium, low, and off. You're also able to actually use the touchscreen slider bar to pick your temperature. So super handy, super nice to have, and it works both sides. So the other side, you just press the actual temperature button. Oops. And now you're able to do the same thing. Your AC, you can turn it on or off. Your fan speed is going to be this bottom row down here. So you just press those. This center button brings up a little menu for your climate control. So you have max AC. Oops, they do time out, so you don't have to worry about hitting any buttons. You can change your fan speed this way, where it blows from. Turn on the defrost in your feet. And it even gives you a little preview of where it's all gonna blow. Then you have your on and off button. Turn on and off your air. Your navigation right here, you click map, pulls it up, click down OK. Now you can actually get a good little view, and it does not, the whole map doesn't rotate. Your actual little arrow will rotate. If you want to look for a certain destination, you click the magnifying glass, type it in, and then you click go, and it sends you to it. This home button here is going to be your best friend. Just like it just did, it takes you right back to the home screen. You can be a couple different menus deep, peeking through the car. It'll be able to handle that pretty easily. Now this little car down here, that brings up this menu. This is the vehicle control, driving assistance, and other different features spot on the menu. You have your dynamics control. You now have what's called X mode. It works in case you're in a super hilly, snowy area. It works between 0 and 20 miles per hour. Gives you a little bit of extra traction. Make sure all the wheels turns at the same rate. You have your cruise control acceleration characteristics. You can have level 1 is eco-friendly, level 2 is a comfort, level 3 is standard, level 4 is dynamic. All just affects how fast your car gets back up to speed when you resume speed on cruise control. This auto vehicle hold is really cool. So you have this little AVH. Actually, right down here, there's a little AVH that highlights green on my speedometer. So I put the car into drive. So I were driving around. There's actually a little symbol that pops up right next to that green AVH right there. It looks like a circle with 2 parentheses. You can actually take your foot off of the brake. They'll electronically hold you in place. Really, really a cool feature right there. You do have steering responsive headlights. So while you're driving down the road and you turn the wheel this way, it's actually going to shift the headlights to follow that direction. Same with the other way. Then the car does have auto start stop, so I don't want you to panic if the car ever turns off on you while you're driving. It's totally meant to do that. It helps with emissions in the air, and it will save you a little bit of gas. So you can turn that off here, but you will have to remember to turn it off every time. Driving assistance up here, you have your pre-collision braking menu where you can turn it on or off. You have your lane departure warning, you can turn that on or off, and then your blind spot. Your blind spot detection is going to look like that bright orange, and then it turns off, and it is on both sides. So you're going to have a really, sorry, I dropped my phone there. Really bright orange that lets you know that you're all safe and in the clear when you're driving. Others, you have your warning volume, so you can be quiet, medium, or loud. Units, you have miles, miles per hour, and gallon. And then the driver monitoring system is actually this little bar up on top. It scans your face and your eyes while you're driving the road and makes sure that you have them on your eyes on the road. If you don't like having that on, right there is how you get to it. How I got to that menu is the car, others, then all you do, this is really, right there, now it's off, so now it won't beep at me while I'm driving down the road. Home button, take me home, radio, you find a certain station that you like there, just press and hold. Wait for that beep, and then it's saved in there. Now I can actually use these buttons and go through my presets. You have AM, FM, and 3 months of Sirius XM. To pair your phone, you click phone. Do you want to add a device? Yes. There's actually a car. Oh, there's a phone saved on this car. That shouldn't happen. So you would click add. You would look for legacy / Outback. Find it on your phone. It's going to be actually on your phone. You go into your settings, make sure your Bluetooth's on. Then under available devices, it actually says legacy / Outback. You click it, you tap that on your phone. It'll feel that in the car. Then what you're going to do is there will be 6 numbers that pop up on this screen here and on your phone screen. You just make sure that they match up and pair up, then click pair, allow it to have your contacts, allow messaging, just allow everything through it. Super easy to pair up your phone. Home button, take me home. Settings. So settings are going to be for changing your clock, which will actually be on the general clock. So hopefully yours is set. So time setting, you click automatic. As long as you have your phone paired up, it will switch times depending on the day, like daylight savings time or not. It will automatically sense that as well. Just different spots to find different equipment and settings just as you play around with it. Sound, it's going to be just your general sounds that the car is going to make. You can turn all those down. Show on map, along route, just little different navigation menu settings. Phone, manage devices, you can change so it's not just legacy Outback and generic. You can actually have it say Sue's car. Now, depending on if you have an iPhone or an Android, you're able to actually plug in right down here. There's 2 USB ports. Would help if I showed you them. One right here and one right here. You'd plug in your charger, and it has to be a factory charger from either Apple or an Android, like a Samsung charger or something like that. Plug it into your phone. If it's an Apple, you don't have to download anything. Your phone screen will actually become this screen. Super cool feature. If you have an Android, you just download Android Auto, allow everything that it asks you to, then you're going to be all set there. Radio, same thing, AM, FM, Sirius XM. Car, once it loads, this is another area that you can actually see what features are on and running. So you have your eyesight menu. You can go through and, okay, I don't like pre-collision braking, I don't like the lane departure function. You just click each one and you're able to turn them on or off. Everything's very easy to navigate through the car. And that's why I'm making you this video, so that you have ways to go back through and be like, okay, he did show me how to do all of this. Driver monitoring system, so you can turn it on or off. And you actually can register user 1. You adjust your seat and your door or your mirrors, get them into the position that you're going to be driving in, click set, and just follow the directions. It'll actually scan your face and get your seat and like lock in the seat and the mirrors so that when it scans your face when you turn on the car, it puts them in that position. Super cool feature. You don't have to use it. The keyless entry system. So another rundown of the key. This button up here with the little lock on it, it's going to be your lock. Then your unlock is the full Subaru symbol. Your trunk, you're just going to press and hold and it'll open and close your trunk. Then your panic alarm right down here. Turn it on, hit it to try and find your car. Once you find it, the lock or unlock will be able to help you out with that. Then the back here, you have this little silver button. You press that, there's a little key that you're able to pull out. It doesn't start your car, but let's say your battery's dead and you are you're trying to get in it to be able to open up your hood. You take out that key, put it right in the door handle. You're able to actually open up your door pretty easily. Your hood release is actually all the way down here. There's a little bit of a lip right above my fingers. It's just behind that. That's going to be your hood release. So if you ever have to jump start your car. That little key in that key does lock and unlock your glove box down there. So if you ever use valet parking, it's called a valet key. You lock whatever you want locked up in your glove box. Give the actual valet the full fob, and you take the ring and the little key that'll be on the end of it. So hopefully if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. I really, really appreciate everything. Appreciate your business. I look forward to being able to help you out in the future. If you know anybody who's in the market, please send them to me. Like I said, I'm a new guy. I want to be able to help you out, be able to hook you up, hook your friends and family up. But yeah, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to call me. You have my cell phone number. I'm going to send you these as soon as I can. All right. Thanks, Sue. Have a great rest of your day and stay warm.